This is my journey. Find out who the fuck I am. Who the fuck I is. No, really, seriously, I don't know who I am. I've been so lost of finding out who I am for so long. So many people are here though. Um, yeah, I was having a deep conversation about myself. I decided to record it now. Yeah, just finding out who I am, where I am in life, where some people want to be in it. I've had so many people in my life, so many, just a lot of aunts, a lot of uncles. One side of my mom's side of the family, it's all aunts. It's like I want to say like 9 aunts, one uncle, and they live in Valparaiso, so it's like Andre Valentine in Star Wars. We sell tacos. Grew up in this. Yeah, my dad grew up in Sotano. My dad's side of the family. Um, he got like 7 brothers, two sisters. Felt like Star Wars all along. It's like a Star Killer, right? You know, I'm happy to be a part of this, but I feel like I'm like Star Death, like Caro, because I don't know. Eddie Mascaro is my actual name from Eduardo Mascaro, and it just feels cool, right? But I just don't understand why I feel like I'm being watched all the time now. I got to hospital so many times. Still feels like a YouTube channel. Feels like shit. So many people don't realize their life feels like shit, but being happy through it is like being happy through it. It's just not the answer. How do you fake your life? Faking what you feel. None of us want to fake how we feel. None of us want to fake how we're dealing with life and dealing with things. Because once you're dealing with something, you can't run away from something. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to run away from this all my life. It's like telling Kanye West, hey, dude, like if you deal with it, you get an answer back. If you deal with this and find an answer back, you get to keep your family. And none of us feel like you're not going through it. We all feel like you're going through it. We all feel like you put yourself through it and you got an answer back from God. Sometimes it's not even God, it's the Force. It feels like Star Wars, it feels like the Force. You get an answer from the Force. Like, I've had a miracle and that felt like real. And we know all the movies are real. We know all the music is real. We know all the societies and all the family and all the things that you were going through is real. We all accept one another now and it's all real. Like, war has been done through for a while, and war's on the other side of the world. And you don't have to look at the other side of the world all the time. And you can look at yourself and say, hey, I'm higher. I'm higher than that. I'm thinking to myself, um, maybe my job has been well done. Maybe I'm well kept, well safe. But some places of the world, they're going through it and going to the hospital, and I'm talking to them. They're like, oh, like Ukraine and Russia, and they're like brothers and sisters, and they're going through war. And I understand that now. I understand that there's war going on the other side of the world. I just don't know what I can do. Maybe leave, but I can ask someone to organize and relieve them. But it's so much work to put into something. Like you there's an understatement, under appreciation for those who do relief packages and do relief welfare and do a work well done for those who are working on the other side of the world. Like, imagine how much freedom it takes to do something for someone. It's not like video games. It's not like movies. Sometimes it can be. You can do that, and like, hey, God notices it, and you're taken care of, and you're not gonna die. It's just a video game. It's just a movie. But when it's real life, because there's movies, there's video games, there's music, but for me, it's real life. Like, what I deal with is my life. What I deal with is my YouTube channel, my inscription to my pyramids. What I'm dealing with is with me, and I just talk to myself like I'm alone. I don't talk to others like I'm dealing with them. When I deal with something at Target, and I deal with drugs, and I deal with getting high and drunk, I do it because I'm alone. I do it because I don't have anyone to talk to. When I had someone, all we did was screw. When I had someone, all we did was screw. And whatever, I still need you. I wish I could fall in love with someone. Say, hey, I've fallen in love with someone. And say, hey, I'll tell you who you are. I'll tell you who you really are. I can tell you who you are to me, and I can tell you who we belong to each other. But watching it from the other point of view is like, hey, maybe you got something to say. Maybe you do have something to say. Maybe it's still war out there, and maybe you just don't realize it. But everyone feels like it's still war in their heads. Everyone still feels like there's war in their homes. Everyone still feels like there's war, like the universe. It feels like Star Wars is really a big thing to me. That's why I feel like talking like that. But it's just how I feel in real life. Imagine not having anyone sometimes. Okay, mascara. If you didn't know, by the way, they say I'm bipolar and schizophrenic. So that's what I hear that. I love shoes. I love basketball. But I need something like substance wise. I need a job. I need a way to study. I need someone to guide me through this process of studying and going to school. Maybe once my friend comes back. Maybe once my other friends come back. I pray they come back. I still miss them and love them so much. They're good friends. I have a bunch of cousins, and I love my cousins to death. Grew up with them. It was difficult to grow up with them. Both sides of the family. My dad's side, it's crazy. They look a lot like one another. But on my mom's side, we all look like one another too. We look like one another. On my mom's side, and Addison, I love them to death. I'd do anything for them just so that they can grow up and have a nice childhood. We grew up with parties, and we grew up with a lot of things. It was fun. I love them. I pray to God we find a reason to move out and find a reason. Some of them have girlfriends, and some of them have a life, and they are growing and starting their lives. I want to grow and start my life. I want to grow find someone close, gets close to someone, and stop being so childish. I'm childish sometimes. I've been in a bunch of fights growing up. I've grown up with a lot of stories. Reminds me all of like ex's music, unreleased music. I thought I saw Noah Cyrus when we went to go eat pho in Chicago. Chinese town part of Chicago. I hate GTA now. I hate video games now. I've broken my TVs. I've broken my laptops, my phone. It's really bad. I got this one and I love it now. I don't understand everything. But I feel like I understand more than I say I do, and I've been through and I've gone to a lot more places that I say I've had. Yeah. Maybe I can give you more answers than you think. I can give you the next answer to what you were looking for, because there's everyone that you want to meet, and there's everyone else who you haven't met. 8 ball pool challenge. Yeah, there's everyone you want to meet, and there's everyone you haven't met, and everyone you haven't met, it still has answers. There's people you haven't met that still have answers, and everyone you haven't gone to meet or gone to see or gone. I've played the clarinet for a long time. Maybe I have an answer with that. I've been in band. I've marched. I've gone to Disney a couple times. I grew up going to Disney as a kid. I've had a big story now. My story's big. I don't understand it all, but maybe I'm just being a rebel. Yeah. It does feel like heaven. I understand that. But in heaven, you want to have someone sometimes. Heaven, you don't want to lose someone. I can see. I just love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Um, but I mean, I got it. It's crazy. Just got done eating. Dude, really? Fuck. One of these eyebrows is uneven, and one of these eyebrows is filled. You understand me now? Yeah. Yeah. I'll leave it at 12:30.